Okay, so I thought I'd just make a quick follow-up video on the Craftsman GT3000 that was in the video a while back I had about when I first got it. Yeah, if you remember that horribly wrecked Kohler from this tractor, well, it's been rebuilt. However, this isn't actually the original engine. That gets a little confusing. I'll talk about that a little more in a minute. But the rest of the tractor, I mean, it's really nice. As you can see, there's parts on here that like are cleaner than I've ever seen before. I mean, look, there's no rust on this hitch plate. I've never seen that. I mean, there's a little around the hole. That's normal. I mean, the deck is solid. I mean, it's got a little bit of surface rust back there and on the chute side, but it's super solid, even underneath. And the wheels, I mean, these wheels don't have any rust on them. I mean, there's a little right here, I guess, but I mean, the paint is just super nice. Seat. You don't see seats that are this nice and this old that often. I mean, this is it on this whole seat. It does have a brand new gas tank and fuel gauge, which is awesome, because I've never owned one of these tractors that have this kind of fuel gauge that works and is visible. But this one's not really right now because it's got a lot of moisture in it right now. But yeah, I can't make this video too long because I actually put this up for sale and someone's coming to get it in like an hour. So yeah, I can't make this too long, but I'm not really that sad to see it go because, well, here's where things get a little more interesting. There's a second one. So, yeah, this one, I bought this about 2 or 3 weeks after I bought that one. And this one had only one single thrown rod, so the next day after I got it, I was able to rebuild it with a spare connecting rod I had from rebuilding that tractor. But here's the confusing thing. I decided I like this tractor better and I would rather keep it. So I actually switched the engines yesterday. So that engine is the one that had the one single thrown rod from this tractor, and this engine, this is the one that was horribly wrecked, had dual thrown rods, hole in the block, broken camshaft, and this one actually seems to run better, and I just feel like I'd rather keep this engine, mostly because it's a sense of accomplishment. I mean, I've never taken on a rebuild this extreme before. So, yeah, but this tractor, I rebuilt it in the fall, like the day after I got it, and I used this to plow my driveway all winter, again, with that engine in it. Yeah, but since I like this tractor better, I like this body style better. This one is 1 year newer, so it has this, different fender pan design, the more round. This one's a 2002, that one's a 2001. Because it has a bigger gas tank and it's much stronger. It's a better design, in my opinion, having the round, because like it's just a lot stronger. I mean, there's no give in this metal. But yeah, and this is the deck that I have for this one. Now, here's the interesting thing. This tractor I bought for $200 with the horribly wrecked Kohler in it. And yeah, so after I bought that, like I said, about 2 or 3 weeks later, this one showed up on Craigslist for $50. So I got this one for $50, and that one was $200. But this engine really only cost me $15 to rebuild, or this tractor. That one, I ended up spending about $200 getting that Kohler back together. Which again was the one that was in this originally. But yeah, I decided to rebuild it because it seemed much more cost effective than buying a used engine, because I mean, people are asking ridiculous amounts of money for used engines around here. I mean, I could get a tractor for less with an engine, so it just didn't even make sense. But yeah, so this tractor, I don't know, it seems to be a little cleaner, or not cleaner, but it has fewer cosmetic issues like scratches. But that's not really the main reason I wanted to keep it. I just like I like the bigger gas tank. I do like the fender pan design better. It seems more rigid, which is odd for something that's actually newer, but yeah. So yeah, I gotta not make this video too long, because again, guys coming to get this. But yeah, I mean, this tractor, one thing I do like better about that one is the steering. It has less play in it. That's all the play is in the steering, and it's still tight. Now this one, on the other hand, has quite a bit more play in the steering. Yeah, that's about, I don't know, 3-4 inches more play than the other one. But everything's fixable, as I showed by rebuilding that engine. I mean, when I went to the guy's house to buy that tractor with this engine, I mean, he thought I was crazy, because we went there and this engine was literally, most of it was completely taken apart, and it was upside down, sitting on the frame of the tractor, not mounted, with like the oil pan off and cylinder heads and everything just in pieces. And he gave us a box that had all the parts to put it back together, and some coffee cans with the nuts and bolts that he supposedly thought was all there. And when I was sitting there looking at it, I was like, you know, I think I might be able to rebuild this. And he gave me a really weird look. But here it is, and this thing runs super well. I guess I'll start it up. A little more throttle. Maybe a little more throttle. It doesn't like to start at idle. Oh, you know what? Alright, there's a fuel shut off. I had the fuel shut off on. Let's try this again. Let's try turning the choke off, maybe. There we go. Now that is a smooth idle. Choke all the way off, throttle all the way down. Next time I'll try to remember to turn the fuel shut off on, so it'll start a little easier, but you know, crap happens. But I guess that's gonna be it for this video. So Thanks for watching.